Hillsboro is a sustainable city known for blending a diverse urban lifestyle, a world-class local economy, agricultural heritage, and a welcoming, family-friendly community. It's a place where innovation, high-tech, and urban gathering meet hometown values. This is the Hillsboro, Oregon of today. In keeping with those values and traditions, the city of Hillsboro is in the early planning stages of the Crescent Park Greenway Trail, an 18-mile greenway loop that cradles the city, offering access to recreation, employment, neighborhoods, and city services, all in balance with our natural areas and resources. This, as part of our 2035 comprehensive plan, is the Hillsboro, Oregon of tomorrow. Greenway is an interconnected system of natural areas, parks, and open spaces that include recreational amenities, wetlands, forests, grasslands, and waterways. These spaces provide vital functions to our natural and urban systems. We start Leg 1 facing northwest toward the Gordon Faber Recreation Complex area, home of Ron Tonkin Field and the Hillsboro Hops. Here, the trail embraces the entire recreational facility, giving residents full access to every part of the facility. Imagine using the trail to walk or bike to a Hillsboro Hops baseball game, or jog along the trail on your way to play softball, or how about just walking your dog to the dog park? Because the trail and greenway traverse a variety of areas around the city, 3 landscapes or settings have been established to guide design of the trail and greenway: natural, rural, and urban. As we circle Topgolf, we fly over the Hillsboro Technology Park area, part of the 8,000-acre Hillsboro Industrial District. Intel, Tokai Carbon, Epson, and Hitachi are just a few of our current neighbors who provide 38,000-plus jobs to our local economy. The Crescent Park Greenway Trail will add to the character of our current corporate partners, as well as provide nature access to future development. A pedestrian bridge over Brookwood will make sure trail users can move forward without impediment. The comprehensive plan specifies that nature will be a major contributor to the character of the Greenway. Stormwater management and restoring the creeks to a functional state will enhance the trail experience. In this area, users will be surrounded by an urban setting, which is defined by hard surface trails, public art, and developed systems, such as constructed stormwater and wetlands that are augmented by using landscaping, providing the user a touch of nature in a refined space. Trailheads will establish points of access to the Greenway, with each trailhead offering an opportunity for community activity. Moving beyond North Hillsboro into the Jackson East area, our goal is to provide a corridor of green, banded with natural features that transition the urban Hillsboro with the rural areas. The Jackson East area is also slated for future urban expansion, reaching as far up as Jackson School Road. Leg 2 takes us through the transition between the rural and the natural in Jackson East. Points on the Greenway will marry future development, agricultural lands, and wetlands on the trail. This is the transition area between the developed urban and primitive natural settings. The Port of Portland is a nearby landowner, and the Hillsboro Airport is just south of the area, serving as Oregon's second busiest airport. Jackson East is primarily agricultural lands and will be developed in the future. The Greenway will allow trail users to connect to forested areas with large trees, creeks, wetland, and a scenic pond. A destination trailhead will be located on the Jackson School Road, providing access to this unique recreational area. In this area, the trail enters a large forest along Weibel Creek outside the city of Hillsboro. Here, users will experience the natural setting, immersing them in nature with limited connection to the man-made environment. Design of the natural setting will include gravel trails and rustic furnishings, such as seating logs and boulders. The trail turns south along the confluence of Weibel and McKay Creeks. In this area, the setting transitions from natural to rural, opening up to vast agricultural areas and smaller, intimate natural areas. Here is an opportunity for the trail to connect to future scenic byways and transport users deeper into the bucolic landscape. A trailhead located on Glencoe Road will connect users to the western portion of Lake 2. Lake 3 skims the western edge of Hillsboro and is a transition between rural to urban. The trail will offer users views that are uniquely Oregon. The trail in this area will also take advantage of on-street connections where access to the creek corridor is not possible. The trail passes by the Pioneer Cemetery, the oldest cemetery in Washington County. Semi-annual community events honor the pioneer families that helped establish the city of Hillsboro. The Greenway Trail runs along Dairy Creek Park, providing an opportunity for families to enjoy the trail while having access to park amenities. Here, families have an opportunity to enjoy the trail, picnic, or watch a local soccer or softball game. Washington County's Clean Water Services has acres of undeveloped land that lead to the Jackson Bottom Wetland Preserve. The city of Hillsboro is partnering with Clean Water Services to bring the trail through this area, providing users a direct route to Jackson Bottom Wetland Preserve. Here, the trail enters the preserve. We see a partnership between the city of Hillsboro and Clean Water Services to restore wetlands. Wetlands will be restored and preserved throughout the entire 18-mile Greenway. The largest of these wetlands is the Jackson Bottom Wetlands Preserve, 635 acres of wetland habitat, providing a home to thousands of species, including deer, otters, beavers, and a variety of birds. A nature education center provides visitors with a greater understanding of the preserve. Exiting the Nature Education Center, Leg 4 begins at Jackson Bottom as we continue through the preserve toward Rood Bridge Park. Here, trail users have a choice. Continue on foot to Rood Bridge Park or paddle your way there on the Crescent Park Greenway Water Trail. The water trail will run on the Tualatin River from a boat dock at Jackson Bottom to the recently completed boat dock at Rood Bridge Park. Moving towards South Hillsboro neighborhoods, this section of the Greenway will be the future location of Minter Bridge Park. The trail connection will pass through the neighborhoods, offering residents connectivity to the Greenway. Residents from South Hillsboro will have easy access to a destination trailhead at Rood Bridge Park. The park offers another location for trail enthusiasts to meet with friends and family and enjoy the park amenities for picnicking, tennis, or a stroll through nature. The park will also provide trailhead access for both the land and water trail portion of the Crescent Park Greenway. From Rood Bridge Park, the trail veers south along Southwest River Road. This portion of the trail will utilize on-street and seasonal trail access along the Tualatin River. This portion of the trail embraces a rural setting. Leg 5 takes us through Witch Hazel and South Hillsboro, along Butternut Creek. Land for future development and agriculture surrounds the Greenway on each side. Future residential areas like the Butternut Creek development will frame the Greenway, offering future residents access to the trail as it moves along the creek, ending at 209th Avenue, completing the Crescent Park Greenway. Eventually, the trail will connect the neighboring communities and other regional networks. The Crescent Park was inspired and envisioned by the community in 2015 during extensive public outreach for the Hillsboro Trails Master Plan. The Crescent Park Greenway Trail is a magnificent opportunity to offer our residents a literal pathway to nature right here in Hillsboro, using it as a means to not only enjoy, but to also explore our great city.